All right, you got it, Kat? Round three, y'all. What you? Oh, there you go. So, we can't hear Tiffany. I don't know if she's on mute.
Okay, there I go. Ooh, the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know if she on mute. Tiffany, we can't hear you. So anyway, y'all, I was saying something when we when the stream ended. Oh shit. I think he's a really amazing artist, though. It was really dope having him on the show.
Yeah,
I think
I
we were,
definitely enjoy him.
yeah, I think we were talking a little bit just about the fact that he was, working and all that stuff, in the process. But
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, before that he was such a like hard worker doing this while he's doing practice for the fashion show and stuff like that. And we was talking about like artists and passion and stuff and like if you really have a passion and drive for something, it's like you can't stop. Like you literally can't stop. So I definitely applaud him for that.
uh, Tiff, can we say something,
Can
Tiff?
you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, I had to close out all them apps I had open. Y'all, look,
Tiffany has something to say to you guys.
help me, Lord. I'm so sorry. I apologize. That was the first two was my fault. Pray. I got a lot going on in my head. Technical difficulties for real. But anyway, you guys did a very good job on the interview. Sorry I couldn't really be on there because I was working. So now that I'm off, we can get to talking.
I don't know where James didn't escape to. He didn't
Cat
disappear
done gained her a whole date on here. I said,
that
oh,
quick. What they say? Miss one, next 15, one coming. So, We ain't never pressed about no men's, okay?
Damn. He was ready to marry you on the spot.
Girl, I know. I'm like, dang. I said hit the DM, dang. Brother.
Cat queen.
Say cat queen.
You was like, follow me, period.
Follow me, you know, maybe hit the DM, but see, somebody like me, I don't want you to hit my DM, I want you to hit that Cash App. So, you know, he may not like me.
Getting why he was getting why the getting was good. Because it looked like the getting was good.
Oh yeah, it sure was. Yeah, it looked like he was having them a good time at rehearsal. But yeah, I don't know where James went, but since we're talking about, you know, the show, and we had some interesting commenters on there, not just you.
Yes,
you know,
we did.
He has some fans. Looked like he has some family on there. And speaking of family and our transcenders, our commenters, today is my sister Carisha Hill's birthday.
Yes,
So,
it is. Happy birthday, Risha.
So happy birthday to one of our faithful transcenders that's usually up here in the comments somewhere, but she's probably out celebrating. So happy
Why your mom
birthday to my
laughing?
big sister, Carisha Hill. I love
Happy
you so
birthday.
much. Yeah, so you know, you just getting more beautiful, more
Every day.
beautiful every day, baby. So I love you and shout out to you, Carisha Hill. Happy birthday. How did I make them balloons that one day? What did I do?
I don't know how you did that. Let's not try to experiment because you probably go, oh, there you go.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I'm always doing something. I don't know.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I just gave a thumbs up and it just was like, go shawty. It's your birthday. Carisha, we gonna party like it's your birthday. But yeah, I was just saying happy birthday to Carisha, one of our top transcenders that's usually always watching in the comments. Carisha Hill, happy birthday to you.
Absolutely. So her birthday is today?
Yes, December 6th.
Her birthday's today.
Happy birthday, cuz.
Yes, so she is out celebrating. Well, I don't know what she's doing. I ain't talked to her yet today, except through text, the family group text. But you know, that's my girl, that's my dog, you know. So happy birthday, Carisha.
I'll show y'all the Christmas tree.
I know we said we was gonna get into a couple of hot topics before the show was over.
Yeah.
So we definitely are always on what I like to call Diddy Watch. We're on Diddy Watch. You know, this about what day 34.
Listen here.
And more allegations are coming out. More allegations, more lawsuits, you know, more victims, a lot of things going on. So allegedly he is being sued with a couple of other people for allegedly you know, gang assaulting and raping a 17-year-old girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Crazy things she alleged. You know, that she was drugged, she was beat, she was coming in and out of consciousness. And a lot of things that she said was happening during that. So what do you guys think about the new lawsuit and new allegations?
Well, I have finally had to make another Twitter account, and I've been going ham on Twitter. Me. And I saw that. So he said enough is enough. Like he is super duper fed up. But bruh, if you did not do any of these things, stop paying them off. Because the much money that you're paying them off, you could be going to court and winning some of that back. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and just take it. And so now you're at your wit ends. Now you're like, enough is enough. Leave me alone already. Leave you alone. You should have left the women alone. Then all of this stuff wouldn't be coming out. Yeah. So you
James,
sitting there
what you
looking.
about to say?
He's sitting there looking like he already homeless.
Wait. He's stressing. He's stressing.
I just think I think it's going to be over for him for sure.
It is.
It's starting to feel like that. Like it really, I know in the beginning we kind of joked the fall of Diddy, but I really didn't think it was gonna happen like this. Like I knew that, you know, the Cassie thing was crazy, but I feel like, you know, maybe he could have, you know, he paid that off and maybe he could have swept some things under the rug. But the thing about movements, like what we seen with the Me Too movement, we seen people like Amber Rose does the slut walk for anti-slut shaming and for people to come out about assault and you know, being harassed and things like that. So I feel like this right now is a movement. And, you know, we definitely saw that with a lot of white stars, and we even saw with Bill Cosby. But for somebody to be in the hip hop, I don't think no one in the hip hop community has ever been hit like this with these type of allegations where it's just over and over and over. And it's people that got evidence, credibility, witnesses. You know, it ain't just somebody a money grab, because, you know, it's really lawsuits being filed in the, you know, so I think it's just going to be more and more stuff coming out.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a money grab, because you have too many people who are corroborating the stories when, you know, when they're coming out, and when people are filing lawsuits and they're filing complaints and whatnot. You have too many people who now are speaking up and saying, yeah, this really did happen, and these are the type of things that went on. I think it would be different if people were, you know, if people were filing these claims and whatnot, and then A, he wasn't paying them off, and then B, nobody else was coming out and saying, yeah, and this happened. And it's just, I don't find it ironic that Jaguar Wright, you know, has been going ham for like the last 3 years.
I mean, she been just screaming and stuff from the rooftop, and it seemed like some people cared. You know, she was on a lot of different shows, a lot of different podcasts and things like that. But it's like, dang, it's crazy when it's like everything somebody say is true. You be like, dang, man, she was right the whole time. She ain't crazy.
But I think it was easy for people to not believe her because she had her own issues. And I mean, quite honestly, she sounded like somebody that just was disgruntled because of how things turned out for her in the industry. And
that's something that I hate, because it's like there's no such thing as the perfect victim.
Absolutely.
Like we're all, you know, humans. We all make mistakes. You know, sometimes when you go out, you get drunk and whatever. So it's just, I think it's a thing of victim blaming. You know, sometimes we hear somebody say something like, "Oh, she crazy," and then let somebody else say it. Like when Cassie came out, somebody we kind of trust, and somebody that's, you know, Cassie ain't never been in no mess. So it was like, dang, we really had to pay attention. So sometimes it just take the right person, you know.
Absolutely.
So.
And you know, it's so much stuff going on, and I mean, look, Kimora Lee Simmons, her house just, you know, was set on fire, or you know, she just had a house fire, and she's saying that some, you know, and you know, because of her, you know, dealings, or you know, stuff that's been going on with her and the kids and Russell Simmons.
Yeah, she been going through with Russell Simmons. You know, they've been going back and forth. And her daughters have been letting out different recordings and things of him yelling and berating them. And she's coming out with financial documents that, you know, he was supposed to have all this money, and you know what they're saying is a lot of his money is gone. And so he blaming Kimora, but Kimora coming out with receipts like, listen, I've been funding these kids and this stuff for years. You know, you've been, I don't know what you've been doing. You got a new young girlfriend every month that you spending on. So
he is, you know, and the thing about them, he's been out since, you know, Def Jam. Basically, you know, that's the only thing that was going for him. And then he made out the, you know, the clothing brand.
Yeah, no, he had the clothing brand. He had those rush cards, those little cards, and then something happened and everybody's money got took.
Yeah, because that rush card thing didn't last that long.
Everybody's money got took. I know that people had their whole paychecks going to the rush card, and then something happened. He went bankrupt, and all the businesses went bankrupt, and then people they took their money. So, you know,
and then there it is.
Yeah, there. Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff going on over the years. I mean, I would never say that, you know, Def Jam was the only thing going for him, because he's definitely done a lot.
Oh yeah,
a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of stuff ended up going sour and going the wrong way, and you know, there's some bad dealings in there, and you know, people have been making claims about him for years too. And
Yeah, he also had a rape and assault charges, and that some say that's why he fled the U.S. because he no longer lives in the U.S. And they said that if he
Where's
would
he
be
living?
on, I'm not sure. I want to say maybe like Germany or somewhere like that. I know I see him a lot meditating on mountains and stuff like that and trying to gain inner peace. But they said if he stepped foot on U.S. soil, he's going to be arrested because he got pending charges and warrants and things. So Kamora said he haven't been by to see the kids because you can't even come in the U.S. So that's another thing that you so scared to come to the U.S. What did you really do? You know, all these things is alleged, but you know that it's screaming, it's giving guilty to me, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if you're fleeing the country, then yeah, hey, listen
it's
here.
giving Roman Polanski, you know.
You did it.
Y'all know who that is, you know. It's giving OG Roman, you know. When you got charges on you, you flee the country. So
well, you have to flee the country so you won't get arrested. Then you did it.
It's something
you did it,
right?
Yeah, and I think, you know, with Diddy, like, it's just interesting to me. It's interesting to me, all of the people, you know, who now are coming out and they're saying, yeah, this happened and that happened, you know, XYZ, because then it's like, you know, people are now starting to ask, well, where was you when all this shit was going on or whatever?
Period.
But, and a lot of them are saying, oh, I was right there. Well, why didn't you stop it?
Right. And I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but it does make sense to me because, you know, there's always the no snitching culture, and you know, people,
and that's big in the Black community.
Now that's a lie.
As a woman, I really hate that because there's no such thing as snitching on a sexual assault. You know,
or anything else, anything else that deals with you know, mind over matter is just you're getting assaulted physically, mentally, sexually, all that, and we not allowed to say nothing. Hell, if we don't say nothing now, we'll be dead.
That's crazy. That's different than a lot of these other crimes, and it's all these no snitching and whatever. I'm a type of person, make your money. I mind my business. I don't see nothing. I mind my business. But if it's something like that, that's not flying with me. I don't do that. Assault, anything, you know. Even when I'm out and I see women that's super drunk or they don't know where they at, looking for their friends, I'm always quick to what's hot. Hey, are you okay? Do you know him? Where you going? You know. So it's just kind of weird that all these people are like, yeah, I saw him do this, or I seen him do this with my own eyes. Well, why you didn't say anything?
Now, you know, the funny part about all of this, what is this, December? So they got, what, the state of New York, I think, has 1 year to come out with all the accusations against whoever. And then after that, you ain't going to hear about this next year.
They claim that they have no open investigation into him as of right now. Now,
of course not.
Will that change after this new lawsuit? Because it's different when you get into minors. Yeah. This is a 17-year-old 20 years ago when statutes were different. And then also we got to realize the statute of limitations on these things are coming to an end. So it's kind of like some of this stuff may be too old for him to get criminal charges. So that's why a lot of people are filing lawsuits. So at least they can get money and damages and things like that. But I think I think Diddy gonna do some jail time for this? No. Do I think a lot of his businesses and stuff are forever affected?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the businesses are gonna forever be affected. And I don't see a bounce back from it. And I mean, if there is, it's not going to be anything that's going to be quick. You gotta figure how old we are now, meaning how old he is, and
and I feel like his audience is an older audience that ain't them young kids that be like, oh, that be lying, or you know. I feel like we're grown. We got people that's going through all the court records and the documents and stuff, read them for themselves to see what's going on. So I feel like we're at a higher like mindset that we kind of not gonna let this stuff just sweep under the rug.
Right.
Absolutely. So it sucks though. Like it kills the industry as you knew it. Like,
yeah, it does, and I feel like it opens the door for everything. That's why, like, a lot of the rappers are coming out saying, "Hey, I hope don't nobody say this about me or this and that." You
it's
know,
a lot
everybody
more.
coming out like, I ain't in it, I ain't did
I
nothing
ain't
like
do
that.
it.
So,
I ain't do
but
it.
I think we're gonna
My
see a
word.
lot more. All it takes is one person, one brave person, you
Mark
know,
my
to
word.
feel like go against the big bad wolf. You know.
Yeah, a lot more is gonna surface,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot more is gonna come to light as far as different things that have happened. I mean, that's just like I'm quite sure that Aaron Hall ain't expect that video that he did to resurface, and the internet don't forget, baby.
The
Like,
internet don't forget, and the thing
And
is,
then that
we're
it's
in a technology era. People you don't know what somebody got a recording of, a video of, a picture of. So it's like we gonna really start seeing receipts of these assaults and things. So
yeah,
as a woman, I do that kind of gives me some extra, I don't know, maybe comfort or support that, okay, we're not as helpless as we once were.
absolutely.
But then that just opens the door for just so many, because as many as victims that we have, it's going to be some fake ones trying to get some money,
Absolutely.
so.
yeah,
There's somebody
yeah.
out there like a money grab and that sort of thing, but I just don't look at these like they're money grabs. Like, it's
I
just
don't
it's too.
feel like these are they're too
Yeah,
detailed, and they got too many
absolutely.
people saying, yeah, I was there, or I remember her, or the girl,
Absolutely.
girl got a picture sitting on his lap, like what.
Yeah,
What more do you need? They was at least around each other, and she was 17 at that age. So, we can only draw a certain conclusion. And I know the first time we talked about Diddy, we talked about Young Miami and how she haven't
Right,
been
right.
saying nothing. She been radio silent, so she's still been doing that. But I feel like now, I feel like she was gonna stick beside him with the Cassie thing, but now I feel like she probably gonna, slide on.
She gonna slide through and slide out so quick. I'm gonna tell you what, she gonna have something. She gonna have a plan B on the side when she finally do come out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you that.
she probably will I think if he could really go down, I think she'll,
She'll
come
be
out.
crazy if she don't. I am so super serious. She'll be crazy if she don't, because honey, homeboy got one foot in the cuckoo house right now. He looks a mess.
Yeah,
and
so it's gonna be interesting to watch what
and
really
they
happens, because she was so, oh, I'm getting Diddy checks, I got Diddy money, that was just such a flex. You can't even say his name anymore as a flex. Like, that's not a flex. Like, Kesha has a song, a pop artist, Kesha, and she used to be like, wake up in the morning feeling like P.
That's
Diddy.
P. Diddy. Yep.
So at her concert, she don't say that no more.
I bet she don't.
No, and she had a sexual assault case against her producer, Dr. Luke. Dr.
What?
Luke is behind so many artists, Lady Gaga, Doja Cat. I mean, he's worked with everybody, Ariana Grande, so many people. And Kesha had a lawsuit, sexual assault against him. And I think it kind of settled out of court. But I know she's somebody that probably hit her like, oh, I got this person doing this to me, and then I got a song with Diddy's name. So I know she's trying to distance herself from that. So it's just like his name is, being synonymous with R. Kelly now. And that's really sad. That's
Yeah.
not somewhere you want to be, in
Yeah.
that company.
Yeah.
I just this is absolutely not the end of it. I think a whole lot more is going to come out. A whole lot more people are going to be implicated. And we'll talk off camera, because I got some I kind of got some comments in regards to that
Right.
too, but I don't really want to say anything in public yet. But,
Yeah. So but we'll keep watching.
You probably know what direction I'm coming from. Yeah, you probably know what direction I'm coming from. And
yeah, because we've been,
yeah, we gotta
been,
talk.
that was the first allegations that nobody really want to talk about, but
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get to that. I just don't want to say nothing public yet, because
right. Yeah. So but we'll definitely, be keeping watch on the Diddy stories. Diddy watch now, and
we need to make a thumbnail, Diddy watch.
Diddy watch, because it's always something. So we've been talking about assault cases and things like that. So I know you guys have seen Jonathan Majors, the actor.
Yeah.
He is going through an assault charge with an ex-girlfriend.
What?
And so she has charges and he got charges, and they both had charges stemming from an event that happened where they were fighting.
Yeah.
And so, he's now dating Megan Good.
Uh-huh.
And so
Now,
Megan Good, Megan Good,
not?
she been sticking beside her man, while he at court and stuff. So she been going to court with him. A lot of people say it's a PR relationship, that she's just there to, make him look good and things like that. But his ex played in court. She played a recording of the fight that they had that night, and he was screaming into his phone, telling her, and this let you know some men be crazy. He telling this Caucasian woman that you need to be more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama, because I'm a great man and I need you to make sacrifices for me. You need to be like them.
Who's he telling that to?
How?
They was talking about that on the radio today.
How the hell is this white lady? Nothing against white women, but know who you dating. Know who you dating. No, she cannot be Coretta Scott King. Are you crazy?
Uh-huh.
How is she? I would have been looking at him like, draw me a diagram.
First of all, if she throw some chocolate on her skin and get some big old hats and get some matching suits, that's the only way she can be Coretta Scott King. What the hell? And let me tell you what, unless you live in the South, I ain't never seen no white woman wear a big old hat and have on a suit blinged all out.
He was saying he wanted her to act like these women. He wanted her to be more dignified, more refined, more respectable, and be pushing things of his culture, like pushing, he would talk to her about things that he got going on in the Black community, or he would take her out to events and he would tell her, you need to change your outfit, or you need to button up your shirt.
See what I'm saying?
And it's really crazy because some men be really so narcissistic and crazy. Like, first of all, and this is one thing, I am never against interracial relationships, marriages, whatever, children, because I myself am a product of a lot of mixed matches. Okay.
Right.
But I don't like Black men that date white women and then want them to be a Black woman.
Be a Black woman, right?
What kind of self-hatred? What is that? Like, if you want a strong Black woman, you get a strong Black woman. If you want to date a strong white woman, date a strong. Like, I'm not understanding. You cannot make a white woman act like Coretta Scott King. It just don't equate. It ain't. The math is not math. And like,
make it make sense. It's like this. These Black men go out here and get these white women, like you said. They want these white women to act Black. Just like, for the life of me, I have been around people who here they come with these white men acting Black. That burns me up. That completely burns me up. Don't come in a room. You got your pants half off your ass. I'm just sitting here keeping it 100. And hey man, what's up with you? Okay, and I get it. And I'm not saying act your culture by far, because God tried to make everybody the same, but it just didn't happen like that. But bruh, just act yourself. But then you want the white women.
I know a lot of white people that grew up in the hood right alongside us. I went to Bookdoor, all Black school, and I graduated with some white people, with some down white people there. But they weren't being a caricature. They weren't making Black a character. I'm not, this, that, and you don't got to do all that.
They were white. They kept saying hookup.
And I know some girls they wear earrings bigger than me and could braid some hair better than I could, but they don't. I just feel like when you making a mockery of it, like you acting like, dang, you acting more niggerish than me. Like, what the heck?
I'm a little confused.
Like, what the heck you got going on? You coming in, shucking and jiving. I'm like, what the heck?
I'm confused. Turkey.
I'm sitting over here like, my golly. I'm like, we didn't switch races. I'm over here clutching my pearls.
I could get on the phone. They'd be like, "Dang, you sound so white." I said, "No, I can sound professional. I can sound professional. I don't sound like, to the point when we had landlines, people would hang up on me because they thought they had the wrong number." And I'm like, No, honey.
I got that so much in my life, especially like I said, going to, all black schools and stuff. I would come in, I was always the new girl. And of
Right.
course, I always thought I was super smart and I want to do my homework and stuff. And they'd be like, up, white girl. There go the white girl. There go the inside out Oreo.
What?
Yeah, I got that so much in my life that you just want to be a white girl.
I feel like that's been all our issue because we all highly educated and we all, speak very proper and,
But you know what's worse? I hate when a white person talk to me and say, oh, you're so well spoken. Oh, you have such an extensive vocabulary. I can't believe, where did you go to school? Where like, and I'm just like, why would you think I wouldn't? I'm sitting here having a conversation with you about the same things. I might have the same schooling knowledge that you have. What made you think going into this conversation that I wouldn't because of color of my skin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
No, I feel that.
I think I get that too. Like people know how I am. I could cuss like a sailor, but then when it comes down to like the presentation aspect of it all, they listen, let me tell you what, I done did so many presentations to the point where they will ask me to do one. So I was at church. Them folks looked at me in such of amazement because how well spoken. I'm like, give me the chance. That's all I ask. Give me the chance. Don't judge me of how I look, how I come off. You know what I'm saying? Because I can dress professional. Honey, I could dress in a suit if I wanted to. Give me the chance.
That's the thing about Black people that's so just amazing, and we're so diverse. We're able to code switch. We're able to, I could talk Ebonics. I could come in there and it's giving and give you all the slang and whatever. But it's a time I know, hey, I need to cut that off. I need to cut that down. Especially growing up in our family. My grandpa Kurt always said, like, he told me, when you go out this house, you are a representation of every Black person in the community. And I used to hate that because when I was younger, I'm like, I'm just a representation of me. I don't got the whole community on my back. But then when I start seeing people, like other kids acting up and people be like, ooh, them Black kids acting like that, or, ooh, that Black lady got on the bonnet, or she looking crazy or whatever. So I always made sure, like, okay, I'm gonna act like I got some sense when I go out into these streets, because I don't want people looking at us like we're just animals and whatever they want to call us.
We all get judged and misjudged, or however you want to say it, by the the actions and the deeds of other people and the way other people move. So yeah, I mean, I get where Uncle Kurt was coming from, and like I said, I mean, I think we all in some way, well, most of us, I would say, have had that issue because we are highly educated and very, very proper, very professional, and we about our business. So yeah, I mean, I know I had those issues and people saying I sound white and stuff like that, and it just was the same thing. Like, no, I'm educated, and this is the way you're supposed to say the word.
Right. This is how you're supposed to say it. I don't know how else to say it.
This is how you say it. Like, what's but yeah, I mean,
how else? What was? I look at it like I'm confused with a deer. A deer in the headlights. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Right. So that's but yeah, we got all off topic on that one. But yeah, so we'll be keeping track of Jonathan Majors' case and what else crazy things he done told this white lady. So
right.
Shout out to Megan Good sister Megan Good went from a pastor to this. So we gonna keep her lifted up in prayer because he sounds like a doozy. So moving on, I wanted to ask y'all, have y'all seen about this story? So y'all know the host of the two hosts of I think it was Good Morning America, and they ended up cheating on their husband and wives and getting together.
Yeah, TJ and Amy
Holmes and Amy Roback. Yes. So they cheated on their people, and then they got fired. And not only did they get fired, they got banned. They got banned from hosting any morning show for a year, right? And so they said, F that. We in love, baby. We in love. We're here and we leaving our people. And they said they was holed up in a hotel room in a love nest, just being with each other. He said that he had to turn to alcohol and edibles to get through all the stress of the people being mad at him for leaving his wife for this woman. And so now they're supposed to be, I guess the 1 year is up after 6 months mysteriously, they supposed to be getting them a new show. But why the heck did they wife and husband is now dating?
Yeah, I mean, I think they started dating kind of immediately after all of that anyway.
You know what they pulled? They pulled what I like to call Shania Twain, baby.
Right.
Now, if you don't know, in the 90s, Shania Twain's husband, country singer Shania Twain, her husband cheated on her with her friend.
Yeah.
And they got married, and then she turned around and married the friend's husband.
Married,
they still married to this day. Okay,
as
that's
she
what
should.
I like to call it, Shania Twain, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So I think
I tell you, it's bad out here, man. It's bad. It is. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. So, but I think that's funny. Like, you gonna steal my husband? Well, I'm gonna steal your husband. It's a switcheroo. Like, we
all gonna be just messed up together.
Yeah, say switch.
Yeah.
And so somebody seen a theory on Twitter that somebody said, oh, they probably was doing some freaky swinger stuff or something.
I wouldn't doubt it. I definitely wouldn't doubt it.
Too quick. They said he immediately went to her, and then the wife immediately went to the other husband, like immediately. So I'm like, dang, it ain't even been 6 months since this story dropped, and y'all already committed.
Somebody let their left hand know what their right hand was doing.
So yeah, that's a crazy.
You can't do that, man. You sitting up here got caught with your mouth all up in the other. You can't do that.
He got his
you gonna kiss and tell. You need to be doing. Man, listen, that's the most stupidest thing they could have ever done in life. Got caught, got fired. You lost everything. So I guess the other husband and wife was like, you know what? Ain't no sense of us being mad, baby. Come on over here. Just get your stuff. Just move on over here, pumpkin.
I think it's something they call it like grief bonding that people do. Like when something traumatic happens to both of them. Like, you ever see when somebody died and then the husband end up marrying the sister or the best friend or something?
Yes.
And you
yes,
like,
because they lean on them. They lean on them.
And they're the only other person that understand their pain.
Exactly.
And so I had watched a documentary of Shania Twain talking about that back in the day about, her. She said first her and the other, her best friend's husband, first they met up just to talk about, what happened and let each other know, like, oh, well, he doing this and she doing that. And then he said we just would meet up for coffee to cry to each other about what happened. And then next thing you know, coffee turned to something else. I don't know what kind of coffee they was having. Had a little Irish cream.
Honey, it had 3 shots of espresso in it with a little bit of vodka. I ain't gonna say vodka,
couple
and
shots
it was on and popping.
So I thought that was a funny story. Like, oh, they pulled the old switcheroo on us. So we gonna definitely keep watching. I'm interested to see if TJ Holmes and Amy are gonna be able to make their comeback. Like they're saying they're about to come back to TV. They're gonna have them a new show. So we'll see if America is ready to accept that, because that's a hard pill to swallow.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I think that in some way, shape, or form, there is an opportunity or there is a way for them to come back. It's really just about how they maneuver and who they have on their team and who they have and who they have that can really go to bat for them. But to me, it's like an age-old tale where you have people, especially somebody Black. Like, I just think that like fuck all the shit they was fucking with each other and they was cheating on this, that, like, everybody do that shit every day. So like whatever. That ain't nothing brand new. It's not nothing brand new. And I just think that he's a classic case of somebody who does not tap into their own potential. Like, if you really look at where media is today and all the shit that you can do on your fucking own, like, okay, you did some dumb shit, you was fucking with this bitch, and y'all done got caught, y'all done got fired from y'all jobs. Go build and create your own shit. Like,
I don't understand why they didn't do that in the first doggone place.
go build your own shit, because I mean the reality is they probably had a clause in place or something anyway, like a non-compete clause that
Right.
you know, if they get fired or if they leave, they can't go work for another network or another station for X amount of time anyway. So okay, so you said I can't do a morning show for a year. Well, isn't there a non-compete clause anyway? I can't imagine that they work for this big ass network and they didn't sign no type of a non-compete clause.
They signed something. That's what I was going to talk about. They had to sign something. But my whole thing is, damn, it has in there, it states in there that you cannot commit any fidelity whatsoever while you're working. Like
they have a what is it, like an honesty, a morality clause?
Because that'll build a name on the network, on NBC. They was on NBC, right?
I believe
that's Good Morning America. No, that's Good Morning America. So that's ABC.
I think maybe it's either NBC, CBS, or ABC. One of those morning shows. I don't watch morning shows. I listen to radio and watch podcasts in the morning. Yeah. That's where I like to get my tea from. You know, it's a little more personal to my interests. Like, do I care what Taylor Swift ate for breakfast? No. So I don't really watch those shows. But I do watch a lot of like I listen to the morning shows, and I listen to a lot of like
I do the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Breakfast Club on Revolt TV, and then like if I have a podcast or something that I didn't get the chance to listen to, you know, I'll check out Spotify or a lot of different platforms. If I know I missed it that night, I was a little busy, a little sleepy, I'll wake up in the morning, press play. You could even play Transcending the Culture. Some may say, you can make you some coffee.
That part right
press
there.
Play on last night's episode and get on
one of our new coffee mugs that's gonna be coming.
One of our new branded coffee mugs, so you can listen and sit at the same time. Like,
and I saw you plug Revolt TV. How much longer are they gonna be around?
This could be yours for a small price of
$5.99.
Call me crazy, but I just think that they should have been able to kind of create their own opportunity after that.
Yeah,
I think they said that they were in the middle of creating their own podcast, but because of that non-compete clause, they have to. I think they're working back with the network, and I want to say CBS, but I'm not sure. But I know they said they were working with the network to see if they could work something out, because they said that the public, when they ran the numbers and stuff, the public was more forgiving than what they thought they would be.
Right.
I mean, it got nothing to do with the public though. It's about what.
Yeah, I feel like you got fans, and the people already like y'all together every day in the morning. So y'all might as well. What y'all do? What y'all doing after the show ain't got nothing to do with me.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, okay. So is Whoopi Goldberg? Is they supposed to be replacing Whoopi Goldberg?
So. They were saying,
because this is what I'm hearing.
Whoopi, if you watch The View, Whoopi is fed up. She be done with them people. She be looking at them like
I thought she was gonna be done with them 10 years ago.
She be looking at them like,
what the hell?
As soon as they look at Whoopi, she be looking at everybody. I'm like, damn, Whoopi, you ain't got a mean mug down. As soon as they say, they be like, well, I think Whoopi be already, before they even say anything, she be like, bitch, I know you're gonna say something stupid. I know you about to say something stupid.
Oh,
she's done. Yeah, she's super done though, because she just needs to really sit down and just retire, man. Because she just looks so.
I think she should go to a show with more like-minded people.
Yeah,
and I think people like The View because they argue and things. But I feel like I would want Whoopi. I like a lot of her views, and I would love to see her on the show. Honestly, I would love to see her, Gail, and Oprah, or some of our people that we need, our aunties,
baby.
Or, that would be show talking about the issues that they face in the, in the time in their life and stuff. Because I love Whoopi be talking about she don't want to get married, she don't want nobody in her house and stuff. And I'm like, you know what, Whoopi, me neither, girl. I don't want nobody in my house neither, honey.
Well, I honestly, I don't think she should go to another. I don't think she should go to another platform. I think she should stay right there, because I think they need somebody to. I think they need somebody to call them to task. Like, when they be saying dumb shit, and like I think they need somebody to call them the test. Now she gets out of hand, you know, I guess for their taste, you know.
Remember, she got stepped down for a second and had to do an apology.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, obviously, you know, when you're dealing with daytime TV and all of that kind of stuff, you really do got to watch what you say. And
yeah.
You definitely do. That's just like on the talk.
People watching.
That's just like on the talk.
Daytime platform is a lot of you know, conservative people. So
yep, it is. That's just like on the talk. I used to watch the talk every single day. Right after Bold and Beautiful, here come the talk. So you had on there my girl, the comedian, what's her name?
Your girl, ain't it?
She done left my mind. Cheryl Underwood was on there. And then
they be doing Cheryl dirty though sometimes, girl.
And Osmond, and the Osmond lady.
Sharon Osmond. Did you see what she
Sharon
said
Osmond got banned.
Ozempic?
What about Ozempic?
She said she was on Ozempic and she's not taking it no more. Her body is not listening to her and she is still losing weight. And she said her doctor told her she can't even afford to lose any more weight. So she said she's jacked up. You ain't seen her. She over there looking like...
Bitch, is you for real?
She over there looking like a dang old skeleton in there. Almost. She turned to the side.
Listen, no. I just went through the same. Didn't we just talk about that? Mm-hmm. Just went through the same. Girl, that Ozempic had me messed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was talking about how sick she is on the Ozempic. And she said she's been... The thing is, it stay in your body longer than when you stop taking it. So you still have some of the effects.
Let me tell you what, baby. Let me tell you this. I started taking... See, this is what a lot of people fail to realize. When this Ozempic shit came out, it been out. But last year, I got on it for my diabetes because my sugar would drop so low. So my doctor, she's like, I'm going to put you on this thing called Ozempic. And plus, I was weighing at the time 210. This was around this time last year. Okay. So like about June. So, okay, all right. I had to give myself shots and shit. So lo and behold, I had lost like about 10 pounds and didn't know from where I was because I was working out. But it was maintaining my sugar all the way up until the reunion. The family reunion. Like I say, about the week after the reunion, I started feeling like, what the hell is going on with my body? You know? So I had lost all bit of, I say, about 50 pounds off of that. So it started rejecting my body to the point it threw my mind into the worst funk ever. I'm talking about the worst. So I told my girl, I was like, man, something is going on. I don't know what. I stopped that shit because it was like every time around my mom's birthday, it was like every time I would eat, drink anything, I would bloat up so bad. I would get so nauseated, all of it. Then I would take the shot. About 3 days later, I'm fine. And then I would take the shot again. I'm messed up. I'm to the point where I had to sit down. I was getting dizzy, all of it. I took myself off of it. What I do that for? I quit cold turkey. Threw my hormones off, my mental. Look that shit up. It says everything, all the side effects on there I had. My girl was like, Tiffany, so you're sitting here telling me I'm telling you that. Messed up my relationship, all of it. My doctor was like, and then my other doctor had a nerve to tell me to get back on it. Well, Tiffany, she was like, you have a thing about taking yourself off of medication cold turkey. And I do, because I hate to feel weird. But she wanted me, y'all. I was off of it for a whole month. She gonna sit here and tell me to get back on it. My doctor said, I know she ain't tell you that. I said, yes, she did.
Ooh,
and then wing myself off of it.
Yeah,
I looked at her like she
do, because they be telling people, they be wanting people to keep taking it. Like, if you on it, you supposed to just stay on it forever. It's like, dang, like if it's jacking me up, I'm getting off. Man, listen,
I was down to 166 pounds. If you look on my TikTok, on my reel, where I was doing that breast cancer, I was so skinny. I said, this don't make sense. Like, I had lost a lot of inches. So I was in a size 8. I'm still in a size 8'10", but I gained. I'm back up to 173. I feel better, but that stuff ain't gonna leave my body. And it says it may not even leave your body. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a
Yeah.
minute. Yeah. So I didn't know Cherie Osmond was on that man. I tell you what, to each his own. To each his own. If you ain't a diabetic, you don't need to be on it. If you ain't weighing over 220 some pounds, you don't need to be on it. Because it messes you up. And like
Yeah.
she said, it started rejecting my body because I had lost so much weight.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Girl,
that's what
bye.
she's
They can have that.
so
They can have it.
yeah, so she said it was wreaking havoc on her body. So you know, a lot of people are coming out speaking about it, doing crazy things to them. A woman had to get a whole her stomach and intestines and everything. She had to get a whole transplant because it had messed up her whole insides.
That's serious. That's really serious.
So yeah, so you know, we you know, I like to dabble in the, you know, the surgeries and things like that. So I'm gonna keep doing some research and keep our transcenders posted, you know. Ozempic watch, you know, I'm just playing.
No, real shit. No, because I was gonna go on TikTok and explain to people, you know, because a lot of people were questioning me, you know, like, well, what happened and this and that. Because I tell you what, I really wish I never had the bariatric surgery. I wish I never, but I guess it's a blessing all at the same time because I would have never found that tumor in my breast. So, because I was so heavy. So, I mean, but
So you really regret your surgery, Tiff? What?
I kind of do because everything went reverse.
What do you mean?
I never had sugar issues. I never hurt as much as I hurt now. It just seemed like when I got it, my stomach, I never had H. pylori until now. I never had all these issues. And I know people who have had it and don't have none of these issues. So now everybody is getting this shit like they just giving it away like candy. And
Yeah.
not actually doing their researches on having a bariatric surgery. Then you want to sit up here and have it like my neighbor across the street. She lost 99% of her weight. She's doing damn good. She looks good. But
yeah,
you can easily gain your way back.
you can gain your weight back. Don't I know it for sure.
And that's the thing,
you eat the
Kat,
wrong
because
thing, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. That weight will come back.
yeah,
You know,
my
I
thing is
definitely,
bread.
I don't, yeah, the bread, the pastas and the carbs
Yeah.
is what do it. You know, I
Yeah.
definitely loved my weight loss surgery. I had a very good result. I have not had a lot of side effects and things like that. I do have where I still deal with my stomach getting sick out of nowhere from I eat something yesterday, be cool. Eat it today, I'm totally sick, laying in the bed, can't even move, room spinning because I didn't ate something I ate yesterday. I'm like, I ate it yesterday. What the hell?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, everything comes at a cost. Like people always think weight loss surgery or even Ozempic, people go, oh, that's the quick fix. Oh, that's you about to run off in the sunset and be skinny. Like, no, you don't know.
No,
Everything
ma'am.
comes at a risk, and people don't just do that, you know. Well, some people do it just to do it, but a lot of people, especially if you get your insurance to pay for stuff, you really gotta fight for it. Like, you know how long I was trying to get my surgery. I was coming over, meeting with Tiff and asking questions and stuff. You know, trying to see, like, because I didn't know, but I was researching. I think I was researching.
You sure did. You sure did. Came over
4 to 5 years before I committed to it, for real.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would tell anybody with any of the surgeries, the weight loss surgery, Ozempic, anything that you're doing for weight loss or things like that, please do your research and please make sure it's the right fit for you. It may not be the right thing for you.
Period.
Right. And at least at least you did the research behind it and you knew what you were getting into.
Because I was scared, shit.
And I mean, that's what a lot of
But you know what? When I got mine in 2014, now back then, you couldn't even get the surgery unless something was medically wrong with you. They was not doing them like they doing them now. Oh, you literally got to be weighing over 240 pounds and they could approve you. Okay,
Yeah,
I
because
was
even when I started, you had to have a medical need. Like you had to have a
yes,
reason. So because I
yep,
had high blood pressure and I had sleep apnea, that was the only reason. Those were like I had to really skate. You know, they was kind of like, well, you could just exercise, you could just have a CPAP. Like they
yes,
were trying to do everything
yep,
but
yep,
that.
yep,
But
yep.
now they just say, oh, being overweight or obese is enough. That's enough of a clearance
That's
now.
enough.
So I'm happy that a lot of people don't have to go through everything I went through, but I do think it's a lot of people that get it and one don't deserve it because they don't care. They mess it up. And for two, they're
Absolutely.
not aware or haven't done research. So I think for years to come, just like them surgeries and BBLs and butt shots, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of things happening with the weight loss surgeries and Ozempics and stuff. And it's going to be interesting to see the trends because it's been an uptick in all this being skinny, and getting surgery and stuff. So I wonder if it's going to change or,
I don't
you
want to be
know.
that skinny. First of all, I've been overweight all my life. I was at my heaviest was 325. And that's when I was pregnant with KJ. So when I started losing the weight, yeah, I'm looking good and this and that third. But honey, look, you get the saggy skin. So the only thing that I had done was a breast lift and a tummy tuck at the wrong time. So now when I lost all the weight, I still have all this excess skin.
Mhm.
I'm fine. I don't have a butt. I mean, when I was working out, look, and I ain't shaming admit it. When I was working out, my butt was firming up. But I look at these girls, man, and I be like, your waist is a size 10, but you still gotta buy a size 16 jeans. What the hell?
They be having that. She got a
And I
Coke
mean, it be
bottle by
looking
me.
good. Don't knock it. It be looking good. But baby, that's
Now
just too
listen.
much going on.
Now in 2 years, if you see me looking Coke bottle, I don't want you saying nothing, Tiffany, because
I ain't saying nothing.
I'll be quick to get up under the knife, baby. I'm saving it right now. And you
I
got to
said,
Miami,
listen here, because I
here
was
I
actually
come,
thinking
baby.
about getting my butt lifted up too. That's the only thing I want.
I
You can
mean,
inject to get the
but
fat
for
out of my
real, that
legs. You
is
can
a
inject it in there.
reality. That's a reality people don't think of. That's something that I
Yeah.
researched a lot because I'm like, dang, I'm so young. Do I want to have this sagging skin? Do I want to have this
But see, let
body?
me
Do
tell
I
you
want to?
the difference in that is because you're young. That is exactly why I did everything to me when I was going through the whole transformation of the cancer. That is exactly why I did that. I was always going up on the knife. People were like, I don't understand why you keep doing it. I said, because I was in my 30s, in my early 40s, and I'm still active. You know what I'm saying? And I really had a complex. I still have a complex about my body. I still. I
Yeah.
look in the mirror, and I don't know if you do it, Booby. Oh, well, I'm sorry, James and Kat. I don't know if y'all do it when you get dressed. Y'all look in the mirror, you still look at your body because I know James was doing keto, and that's where I had got the keto from. And I tell you what, that keto, it helped me out a lot.
Keto is the truth for sure. For
Mhm.
I
sure.
was cooking every single day. It helped me with my arthritis, my pain. I never had no pain, none of it. I was losing weight, regularly, everything. But it's so expensive to cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And I'm
is.
actually,
James, what diet are you doing right now? I want to hear some more about. I remember you was telling me something about it.
it's actually the same thing. It wasn't keto. It's called the PSMF. So it's protein sparing modified fast. It was created by a doctor at Cleveland Clinic, and it really was intended for
You take a
people
bath.
with bariatric surgery that they needed to lose the weight like yesterday. So
Like yesterday.
it basically, I mean, like they they're in a situation with diabetes or high blood pressure, or like they have like basically life risking ailments that
Right.
they got to get this weight off like now. So
Mm-hmm.
the way the diet is really structured, I mean, it's very restrictive, like it's highly restrictive, but if you follow it basically to a T, like you'll lose the weight, like you honestly you lose like a couple pounds a day. And I mean, obviously, as with any diet or meal change and like all of that stuff, or diet change, You know, it's obviously going to be more effective if you go and work out with it. But it was something that, you know, doctors created where if you follow the plan, you kind of don't even necessarily need to go and work out if you're in a position where like it's
Yeah.
painful to work out and that sort of thing. Like you just
And
make sure
yeah, so like you said, that's why it's for, you know, people
and it
that,
breaks
like
it
you
down.
said, that need to lose weight, you know, because they may be immobile, they may not be able to be moving, and they still need
Yeah.
to lose weight. So that makes a lot of
And
sense.
like at that point in my life, I was like, well, my biggest was like 325. So I think I was like maybe
Were
290.
you?
I think my biggest was like 290, or where I was at that point was like 290, 291. So it was just like I was miserable. Like I was just like, I gotta start getting this weight off. And I started doing it, and basically like they have a website for it, and you can go on the website and find like information about the diet. But then I also had like on paper, like what you do and what you can eat and what you can't eat. And I basically just followed it to a T. And like, okay, I can't eat this or I can't eat that. So this is what I'll eat or whatever. And like when I say the weight literally started falling off like within the
It
day or
did.
two, falling off. So this was
Damn,
when I moved.
cousins, we was some big motherfuckers, wasn't we?
Yeah, I mean, this was when I moved down south. So I wasn't down south
What we
in
cousins?
9
We
months.
had to. We couldn't have
Right.
rode in the car all together. Shit, we
Nah,
was gonna have
no.
to take the Sprinter or the bus or something.
So I was down south, but 9 months, and like in that time that I was down south, I lost like 150 pounds.
You did. You lost so much weight, man. It was
Something about that
unreal.
100-pound weight loss
It
that
works,
just,
and I mean,
just do something to you.
in all honesty, I just recently started it back because I'm like I want to get some more weight down, and it works. I mean, I started a couple days ago. I went to the gym today, and I was down 3. So I mean, it definitely works. And it like I said, it's super restrictive. So it kind of takes, you know, with any big change like that, it takes you a couple weeks, you know, 2 to 3 weeks to really get adjusted to where you're not like craving other shit or whatever, craving McDonald's, craving like all of that kind of shit. So I'm actually doing pretty good on it, and I'm not like really craving like going out to eat and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm just making sure I stick to the plan, and then I'm intermittent fasting too. So I like intermittent fasting where I'm not eating after 8 o'clock and not eating before 8 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, so that, you know, food is digesting better before I go to sleep, and I'm not going to sleep on a full stomach and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And all that matters. So it's working. And I'm just, you know, following the plan. I went to the gym today. And yeah, it's coming together. So it's really just it's really the consistency piece. I don't feel like I'm in a position or like I'm in a place where I would need to have like surgery or nothing. I just go to the gym and just do my best to eat right. So it's actually, you know, as I'm following the plan and doing what I know that I'm supposed to do and that sort of thing, like I'm seeing where it's working and all of that kind of stuff. And
Right.
so yeah. But that's it. But it's called proteins. It's PSMF, protein sparing modified fast. So you can actually go to the website. It's psmfdiet.com. And it's like all kinds of resources on there, and they give you like you know, the calculator where you can calculate you know, your intake and what you're supposed to have, calories and all of that kind of stuff. Carbs, like all of that stuff. But it really cuts a lot of the carbs. So, you know, it's like there's certain foods that you just flat out cannot eat. And it tells you do not eat this. So you just follow, you know, what it say don't eat versus what it say that you can't eat, and make sure that you are eating obviously in moderate, you know, proportions and all of that kind of stuff, or moderate portions. And what you also will find is that as you follow the plan, you know, as you get like a week or two into it, you'll come to a space where you're really not hungry. Like you're not depriving yourself or nothing like that. You just really are not hungry. So like once I got like when I did it the first time and I was down south, like I literally like I had like some pain in my lower back. And I thought it was from moving, like maybe I lifted something the wrong way or whatever. So I went to the ER and they had to give me like a Toradol shot.
Mm-mm.
I cannot take that. That stuff do
Mm-mm.
that stuff do something to me.
I did that, but I just was miserable as fuck. Like I was like, I'm 291 pounds. Like
Listen, that was
like I'm
me.
dragging, like my feet hurt or my ankle. I was just like, I gotta lose this weight. And the determining factor was that my mother was doing the diet, and she had lost all this goddamn weight. Like she had came down to visit me down south, and it was like she had lost all this weight and hadn't been doing it for maybe a month. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. Give me the plan. So she printed it out for me and gave it to me, and I started it. And I guarantee you, like within 2 days, I was down like 5-6 pounds.
You lost the weight so quick. That was the crazy part about it.
So then it was like, as it went on, like it just kept falling off. And then I was going to the gym on top of it, like going to the gym every day and working out, full workouts every day. So then that kind of compounds on it too, and it makes you lose a little bit faster when you're going and working out. And then, like I said, like it tells you like down to like the sugars and like you cutting dairy. So, down to the sugars and like all of that stuff. Like I cut the like the raw white sugars, and I was doing Sweet and Low, which I mean I still do that to this day.
That's my jam, Sweet and Low.
But it actually tells you, like, I think you can only have like maybe 3 Sweet and Low packets a day, or maybe 3 or 4 Sweet and Low packets a day or whatever. And then like certain stuff, like you can't have green peas, you can't have corn, you can't, like it's certain foods that it tells you that you cannot eat because of how they metabolize or how they break down in your system. Even some stuff turn to sugar and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's just,
I know they say corn is bad for you anyway because it don't digest well.
So it's just learning the different foods and knowing what they do, and caloric value and all of that stuff. And I really got to the place where I was like reading the labels when I went to the store and all of that stuff. And after a few weeks, you get to a space where like you kind of forcing yourself to eat because you like, okay, I know I need to eat my 3 meals a day and I need to have 2 snacks in between, but I'm really not hungry. So I just would be eating something like this morning. I didn't even eat breakfast because, and when I went to the gym, and I go to my trainer at 11. So when I went to the trainer, he was like, "What did you eat?" I'm like, "Nothing," but I'm not hungry. And I just drink a ton of water. That's really all I drink anyway is water. So I had water and all of that. And then when I left, I went to Heinen's, and you know how they sell like the cut up chicken. So I bought, it was like a half a pound of chicken, which was only 408 calories because I also have set like a caloric limit for the day. And I'm not going past it. So I set it at 1,200, which is, I mean, the daily suggested value is 2,000. But if I do 2,000 calories a day, I'm really just going to maintain weight. So I'm setting it to where I know that and then it's just a matter of like finding the right foods that I know that I can eat that are kind of like your superfoods that are going to make you feel full longer. So like I might eat a banana for breakfast or whatever, because I could eat it, like I could get a large banana and be full as fuck. And then I'll be full for a long time because bananas sit on your stomach anyway. So it's like finding the right foods that are going to keep you full, but they are lower in the caloric value, so that you can stay under your calorie limit. And so I'm like, I haven't had 1,200 calories today. Like the chicken that I got from Heinen's was 408 calories. And I ain't hungry the rest of the day. And I ate that at 1 o'clock. And now it's after 8 o'clock, so I can't eat shit no way because I'm doing the intermittent fasting. So
I tell you what, honey, because when we get off of here, I'm devouring something. I am.
It's coming off because baby, this
I am hungry.
That's something about
this Negro was wobbling in Atlanta, baby. Like
listen here.
Man, I was chopping down, man.
He was doing the wobble for real.
I was hungry.
Listen here.
But it's
tomorrow,
like doing your homework and making sure that you know what you eat and what those foods are going to do to you. Because it's just like, we all talk, I'm going to Subway and I'm going to get this and it's healthy and it's all that goddamn bread ain't doing nothing but blow you fuck up.
Yeah.
So
Panera bread.
They don't even be getting no veggies on it. They be eating a chicken bacon ranch talking about them on
well,
diet.
see, I get a
BLT.
Yeah, I get a veggie sub, but
James got a veggie sub. Talk about can you add a little more extra lettuce? Nigga, how much?
That's what I do when I go to Chipotle. I go to Chipotle and I tell them the pack on.
Yeah.
I said, James, you part rabbit, ain't you? Dang,
yes, I did extra lettuce. Thank you very much.
Yeah, load
I always get extra. When I go to Chipotle,
cucumbers, lettuce, spinach. Like, okay, and what else? Like, where's the beef? I'm over here like the beef lady. Where's the beef? You know?
Listen, look, I go to Chipotle. I tell them I want some black beans, no rice, black beans. Give me all of the peppers. I get that they got this new meat out now. It's I forget, but weird, but
it's like a carne something they got.
It's weird.
It's the new steak.
Yeah, it's weird. And then I tell them to give me. I love their tomatoes. I tell them to give me the tomatoes and the lettuce and the cheese, and that's it.
You know what's something Panera, I can't eat my Chipotle without that honey vinaigrette. Let me tell you.
Honey vinaigrette.
You put that honey vinaigrette on whatever you eat. Nah, I'm telling you, that's gonna take it up a notch, baby. You gotta ask for those salad dressings.
This meal plan.
So you guys heard about go ahead, James.
No, I was just saying that's the other thing with this meal plan too, is that if you do it, you're cutting a lot of your toppings and your dressings and you're cutting a lot of that stuff. All that stuff got to go because of the sugar and like all that shit got to go. So that's why I say like the plan is super restrictive, and people usually struggle on the stuff that they can't have because they like, well, I want my ranch dressing, or I want my French dressing. Or
I had to settle for like when I was going through my surgery, I had to use the ranch seasoning because I couldn't do the dressing. Like I had to find some ways to still get my flavor without that calories, so I couldn't do it.
When I tell you,
man, like you have to get rid of that stuff. You know, the bonus side of it is that as you're doing it, you'll literally start seeing when you get on the scale every day, you'll start seeing the numbers going down. Like, damn, I'm lost.
But you know, when you stop doing all those sauces and stuff, you start seasoning your food better and like really enjoying your food. I feel like once you stop, you know, I'm the ranch queen. I want to get buried in two bottles of ranch just right
I
here.
Can't do you
because I love ranch.
Jesus
help you know, I can't have it on everything like I used to when I was big. I'll be spaghetti, pizza, taco, everything. I'm just drowning it, you know. But then I had to make them changes.
But
I never was really like when I had the surgery and they told you, you know, they tell you not to eat. I did not eat it. Or I was getting sick. But my whole problem is, and I see what it is because, like, even if I eat a banana, that's why I buy my bananas green, because if I eat a banana while it's ripe, that's a lot of sugar. And that's working over my pancreas. So then my sugar will just drop. And my sugar been dropping in the 40s. That's super low. And I said I have to figure out something, but I got to make sure that I get my protein intake in for sure.
For sure, that's number one with the surgery. You gotta eat that. And that's one thing that's hard with us. We can't really cut out meat like that. We can't cut meat out because we need protein. Our people tell us, I'd rather you eat a whole damn chicken or anything rather than any other kind of fillers because we need that protein. Or like I get really, really sick. If I'm not eating my protein, my hair start falling out, my skin.
Listen here, baby. Gray. My beautician does protein treatment. So, and I have noticed it every time I get a protein treatment in my hair is like totally different. I can wash it and it just look like I went back to the shop. And even though that's some costly ass shit, but I swear it's worth every bit. It's worth every bit. But and then I take my biotin every day. So it's just like I can't do caffeine. if it's like a lot of things I have been doing, my heart would just start beating, boom, 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 boom. Y'all heard about that guy who died when when he went to Panera Bread. So
Yeah, because
Panera
he drunk
Bread
that
has
drink and it didn't have it labeled that it had all that caffeine in it. He just
girl
dropped it.
bye because the Panera Bread over here where I stay at clearly has on there these drinks have caffeine, but what they fail to tell you is how
How
much.
much?
So
Because that stuff
with
was a energy drink, but it was marketed as a soft drink. So
exactly, because if you go in there easy, KJ can go in there and be like, "Ma, can I get one of these?" And I'm like, "No," because it says it has caffeine. But they said what killed him was the amount of caffeine it had in there, which was 400 grams, and that's the legal limit. The legal limit
that you're
of
supposed to have in a day. What if
that.
somebody drink 2 of those?
He had 2 of them.
That's so crazy, y'all.
Boyfriend was already having heart problems.
Yeah.
So he died from, and listen, Panera Bread, of course, talking about some no comment, but
They
in
gonna
all
pay
in
them
all,
because they showed that at that location it was not labeled. So
I was gonna say, all in all, was it labeled? Because honey, they show labeled that shit over here. They show labeled it. I said, I bet I don't.
See, I'm gonna need the energy drink. Staying up with
Why in
y'all.
the world would they make something like that? And see, Panera Bread is good. I like their soup. I like Panera Bread soup, but Panera Bread, they bread is stale hard.
It's too hard and too thick. I can't
They
eat their
still,
bread.
they're still hard, and they don't have wheat bread. They just have white bread. So, I always get they tomato soup, which I ain't supposed to be eating tomatoes anyway because that'll flare up your arthritis. But I always get they hi Vanish V. I guess I hope I'm saying it right. I messes up some. I'll mess up a name in a minute, but yeah, he sure checked up out of here, and they said that they ain't got no comment. That wasn't them because they had the name on it. No, y'all didn't.
Well, I'm about to be Panera sleep in a minute, y'all. I'm over here. I'm zoning out.
Yeah, me too. I gotta go across town.
We all getting a little hazy over here, and little cousin keep coming peeking down here. She trying to get on the show.
Little cuz keep coming down here too. Like, is we going home? Yes, we're going home.
Santa is watching. Be on your best behavior, okay? It's countdown to Santa. Y'all better be acting right, okay?
Listen, y'all, we appreciate you guys watching us. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you to the many people who have subscribed over the last week. We gained almost 200 new subscribers over the last week. So thank you for the people who have been following, who have been liking, who have been sharing, who have been subscribing, commenting, like all of that stuff. Like we really, really, really appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys hit our website, transcendingtheculture.com. You can find all of our videos and everything there. If you want to go back and watch any of the past episodes, you can definitely do that. We have a whole lot more coming up for the podcast. This was episode 18. All 3 videos of it was episode 18. Tiffany.
I am not pushing the end button.
She said, I am not a crook.
But no, all jokes aside, like I think this is like it's really amazing how far we have come already. You know, I had done
we've come this far.
We've done 9 episodes together, and our popularity is loving. There's a whole lot more coming. Kat has a podcast that's going to be coming up very soon. That she has been silently working on, so I know that's going to be coming.
Yes, it got pushed back a little bit because life is lifing, but I'm still working on it. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Trust me.
And that's how it goes. UG Digital Radio is going to be launching on January 1st of 24. We will launch with 24/7 music. We'll also be injecting some pretty dope content in there. We are also planning for a new platform, a new radio platform, the Midday Hustle. That's going to be coming July of 2024, and I'm figuring out all of the details and ironing out all of the kinks with that. Again, UT Digital Radio is going to be launching with 24/7 music. That's on January 1st. I have actually 2 new platforms that are going to be launching. One is Dope Simplicity, I'm going to actually start filming for that this coming weekend. Also, I will have the bucket list, which I have been working on for quite some time and trying to pull all of those details together. That's actually going to be kind of a mini docu-series that I'm going to do on Instagram. So it'll be on Instagram. One of the things that I'm going to be doing to kind of jazz up my Instagram account. And I also have the it's the J Spot Online. That's on Instagram as well. So you can also get me there, where I actually have a group. I have a group in there where you guys can actually join, and I put different messages in there. So there's some content that you will only get if you join there. Definitely hit my Linktree, linktr.ee/it's the J Spot. If you go there, you will find every link, everything that I got working on. I got a new newsletter coming, so I'll be sending out for people who want to subscribe to that. And yeah, it's happening. I know Tiffany got some things that she's going to be working on related to rheumatoid arthritis and to
Yeah.
So we're going to be working on that stuff together to get that going for the queen. And that's it. It's just, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. The train is not stopping. Like, this is our time. Like, things are really growing and things are really budding, and like things are really getting to a place where it needs to be. And we're getting the recognition that we deserve. Like, we ain't, out here doing nothing crazy to get it. But, we're getting the recognition that we deserve. And, we're blessed to be in a position where we can really spotlight some pretty dope people here in the city. That being Cleveland and Akron. Tiffany brought us Summer, and we see how that turned out. Like, Summer blew up. Like,
Blew up, baby.
Summer was already out there, though. She was already doing it.
Mhm.
And listen, we got a lot happening. So we appreciate you guys. You want to throw anything in there, Tiff?
Yes. So last week I was telling you.
T Miller Iron 7. She is on Twitter now. I need y'all to know she is on Twitter now, and she talking shit. So y'all need to follow her on Twitter so that y'all can see what she's talking about. Because listen, she talking some stuff on Twitter. Hit her up on Twitter.
So I last week I had talked about my reaching back out to the community with my pies. And I said that I was doing a pie drawing for Christmas with 20 people. Anybody over under 5, I'm just going to make the pies for, which thanks to the 4 people who have went into the podcast and liked and subscribed, they were entered into the drawing. So I have so far Farrakha Sneed. She owns First Glance Studios up on Roaming World. So if you are pregnant,
Describing Farrakha. Sorry, go ahead.
She didn't even know. She was like, wait, what I gotta do now? What I gotta do? So if you are pregnant and need a scan, go up to First Glance Studios. It's right across the street from Amazon. Then we have one of my best friends, Elizabeth Hale. Thank you for subscribing and following us. She's entered in, and another good friend, Khadijah Watson. She's entered, and we also have another person as well. She entered. I can't figure out her name, but she's also entered. So come Friday,
wrote on the page. I think her name was it Sandra?
I believe, yeah. I think
Sandra Hubbard had wrote in on the page and had said she wanted to be in there. So
right now she just did it.
No, it looked like she did it on Friday, maybe.
That's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
That's her. So yeah, I talked to her because I told her to go into my inbox, and so yeah, she's entered. Actually, all 4 of them will be getting a sweet potato pie baked from Tiff from Love.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, the next will
You
probably
get a
be a
pie. You get a pie.
you get a pie. You get a pie.
Everybody gets pies.
Right.
And then I'm gonna be doing an apple pie, probably for Easter. So I don't know as of yet, depending on how I feel. Hey. So look, so thank you guys for doing that with the podcast. That's all we needed, just your love and your support.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all, we're gonna close out here. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, thank you to the 200 plus subscribers that we got over the last week. We are really grateful, really appreciative, and we're gonna keep the content coming. Keep the content coming. I'll be posting over the next.
Sandra.
Yes, Sandra.
Yes, get your
Yep,
pie,
that's
girl.
Sandra. Yep, that's her right there. She gonna get a pie. Tell your mom Doja, say her, oh my God, we were just asking about you. Wow, Mom. We know, Sandra, we literally was just asking. This is one of my mom's good friend for years. That's God. That's God. This lady has been in my inbox talking back and forth, and all this time didn't know that it was Sandra Dozier. Wow, she is going to be so happy to know that you're alive. No,
He's so funny. Thank you for being a transcender, Sandra.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
See, I got to do something special for her.
All right, y'all.
Yes. All right.
So yeah, I guess that's it, y'all. Follow me at Cat Queen. I'm about to be up out of here. I'm a sleepy cat tonight.
Oh my God. Well, at least you guys are home. I got to drive.
Oh Lord.
Well, Godspeed, Tiffany.
Literally.
All right, y'all. We are signing out of here. We will be back next Wednesday. Until then, you guys have a great evening. Have a great rest of the week. And start to the next week. And we will see you guys